So, we're back from outer space, just landed. We were discussing this installation up in Cova and Daina and how this all relates to the subterranean installations that are actually below sea level, and they will find them. Hi, I'm Michael St.Clair. So we're here in Cova and Daina. This is an ancient installation from the future. So we're looking at what was around on this planet long before there was a history that we know of. Cova and Daina sits above Palamos harbor, which was a Phoenician trading city, together with Empurion that came later in Greece, which was the Greek remnants we saw. But let's go back now a few 100,000 years. So you see this installation. This is only one out of dozens that cross through the whole Pyrenees, over to the north and into France, and actually even into Germany. So we have these installations, and this one here is made of stones that have special crystals in them. So we can just guess and make suppositions of what was this for. Was it a scanner, a time machine? Was it part of a landing system? And were really people, giants maybe from a long time ago, who came from other star systems and set all this up. And then we had a long break where we lose track until we see cave paintings again. And then probably another gap, Atlantis, and another 10, 20,000 years until we have what amounts to a human history here. This spot, by the way, is still active. There is a force field above us and below us, and it leads us to think that it may have been used by later civilizations for yet other purposes than the original people had in mind. But this is a spot where people come and sometimes make little ceremonies or ask for the good spirits. I mean, here we are in the beginning of 2017, and with Jupiter in Libra, we're looking at the higher concepts, and Saturn in Sagittarius is very far-seeing and will establish a new history of mankind during the next 2 years. We will learn a lot about our origins. So when you look at these stones, it's established among the scientists. I've talked to, by the way, people from NASA, scientists, and scientists here in Catalonia. We're in the northern part of Catalonia. These stones with these crystals and micas in it, they're not from here. That's a fact. So they were huge. Now, maybe the whole thing was a giant spherical architecture, and when it came down, you would have this kind of thing that looked circular with whatever was left after it broke apart. And then it's possible that later civilizations then rebuilt with what was left over to create what the historians now think was a burial chamber. Because they may well have found stuff from a later civilization that was indeed burial chamber. But we have to be smarter and figure that this is way older than when any humans or humanoids were walking around here. So the point here is to figure out there was a civilization from outer space a long, long time ago, or from our future for all we know, and who put all this here, and we don't know what the system really was for. The truth is we don't know. But we know it's active from underground all the way up. There's a connection, vertical, and connections along the geography of the Pyrenees in the southwest of Europe around the Mediterranean. And there are also road systems that have been proven to be so perfectly cut through the rocks that they can only be from Atlantis or before. So this is a vast subject. So here we're still in the same installation, Cova and Daina, above Palamos, the harbor, way up on top of the hill. And this installation goes over hundreds of miles, as I explained. And here is a situation which is interesting. That's really like a seat. So was this a seer's seat, a throne? a type of situation that was built for somebody to sit in this little circle of stones, and which is at the entrance of the whole installation, which is this dolmen site. They say it is from a megalithic or Neolithic time, and I have explained to you this is not built by human hand. That's obvious, and it's older than old, so it's really from our future. And now we're going to see in the harbor how all this connects at the sea level and below the sea level, because down below the Mediterranean are installations from Atlantis they have yet to find. That's going to be part of the discovery cycle we're moving into as well. Okay.